So today, Ellie and Lex are having to do a few more chores. We've been opening gifts and goodies, and the boys are taking some stuff to the barn. Jelly's loading up now. We're taking some things to the recycle bin, which will be the next job. Now, I would do them separately, unless you do them all at the same time.
This space.
And okay, whatever. Just don't let Lex fall off. And then we are sorting through other things, as you can see. Yep, part of the farm chores. Oh, they get mad at Dad for making them do jobs. I heard what he said. I heard what he said, but think about it. Let's go put some shoes on. It's freezing out here. Hey, folks. Lester, Lex, Connor, Caden, Cornholio, Snowball, Maggie, Trixie, and we're working. Folks, we're here. Take it outside, Lex, and dump it out. Folks, I got the farm boys doing a chore today, and they're not real happy with me. But this is not a fun job. Is it fun for you guys?
No, not really.
They'd rather be in the house playing Xbox, but you know what? You're going to get your nice shoes all messed up. Look, go put your boots on, buddy. Anywho, so once a week, we have to come out here and rake out all of the nasty, dirty hay where the chickens have been roosting and hanging out.
Where the pitchfork's at?
I'll get you a pitchfork. Just give me a second. Let me start my video. And so what we have the boys doing today is we're going to change out the hay. Now, I'm actually happy they're here. It's the Christmas holidays. And, guys, trouble has just shown up. I'm warning you. So I had to take the door down, just temporary, so the boys can get all the hay out. The dogs are trying to help. We only have one rake, but I'm going to give the other boys a pitchfork, and we'll figure all of this out. Caden's doing most of the work, it looks like. I'm sorry, Caden. So now you have to work around Ringo as well. So, yeah, over time, those chickens, man, can make a huge mess in here. And if we're not careful, now right now it's too cold, but if it were warmer weather, then the flies would lay their eggs, and we'd have a bunch of maggots climbing around, underneath all of this. So, yeah, you can see all this dropped feed and all the poop and everything else. It's quite the mess in here. The boys get so mad at me when I get them up early. It's not early, folks. It's 10 o'clock. But I woke them up. They were up late last night, and I got them up to help work this morning. And, they love using V-Bucks and buying stuff for their games, but they don't like doing the work that it requires to run this farm. And there are some dirty jobs. There are some dirty jobs around here. And what you've seen so far is just the beginning. There'll be several more things to go. So I will say that, Ellie's mom and I divorced when he was quite young. And for the 10 years that I spent as a single dad, it was a whole lot of Ellie's mom and I, trying to, I don't want to say play favorites.
How did this video get to you guess what we're doing to telling about Ellie's mom? Yeah.
It's all going to tie together, son. Just watch and learn. Watch and learn. What I'm trying to say is, Ellie, when he would come over to Dad's house, I didn't really make him do a whole lot. Am I right, Ellie?
Yeah.
It was a whole lot of video gaming, a whole lot of taking four-wheeler rides, a whole lot of just fun. Some of you moms know what I'm talking about. And then, of course, Ellie's mom would be the one trying to teach him some responsibility, but not farm life responsibility. So Ellie has learned to manage his life pretty well as far as his schoolwork, as far as his time management. But I'm guilty of not asking him to help me around the farm a whole lot because I wanted to fill his weekends with fun. And I bet a lot of you moms out there know that. You send your kids off to Daddy, and they have so much fun with Daddy, yet they come home to a very structured lifestyle with you having to make them do their homework and keep up with that kind of stuff. And it has actually, that's just not fair. And I'm big enough of a man to admit that even at this age, Ellie struggles sometimes with some farm task. Sorry, Ellie. Because it's my own fault. And so here we are, and I'm trying to get him to help me do a few jobs. And every time I ask the boys to do anything, Lex, come help. Look at this. Caden and Connor are both working their tails off. Ellie's working his tail off, and Lex is walking around playing with cornholio. Teamwork makes the dream work, guys. If you ain't crocking, you ain't rocking. Yeah, this is a gift from Brinley. Isn't that awesome? Yeah, she knows I like Crocs. She brought me a pair of Crocs. I think there's a video about that. So the geese have shown up to help. And not really help, but mostly inspect. They like to inspect, see what's going on around with everything. Trixie's terrified. Maggie doesn't care. Maggie is just so at peace with everything, and Trixie does not like being chased by geese.
Listen, whatever happened?
Oh, Ellie loves his daddy. And he's probably so mad at me right now. This is by far, I think, one of the dirtiest chores that we have to do. Would you agree?
Yeah, well, I'd say the.
Yeah. So
really get dirtier than this.
Ellie has to come out several times a week, and he has to rake all the horse manure off of the rubber mats. The horses like to hang out here for some reason. They can hang out in that entire pasture, but they like to come hang out right here by Daddy. And they poop a lot here, and Ellie has to keep these mats cleaned off, so we rake it all out. And, you know, Ellie does have boots. For all of you folks who are going to say, Ellie, put your boots on, that's gross. It's true. I have told him, put your boots on, son. Put your boots on. But Ellie is a croc guy, a croc kind of guy. Ellie, have you heard they have boots made out of the croc material, croc boots?
Yeah, on Messenger, a lot of people send me like pictures of like boot / croc hybrid.
That's crazy.
Saying that your dad needs them.
Yeah, well, I think you need some too, Ellie.
I know that.
Oh,
I know that.
folks, this is our ferret container. This is our ferret house. Connor, leave that out. We're going to spray it. And we clean this thing out on a very regular basis because ferrets can make quite the mess. Lexus carried the litter out. Poor Caden. You're going to pull out the tray and walk it out there in that pasture and dump it. And then Connor, if you'll bring the water hose, we're going to spray everything down. You okay, Caden? I know what you're thinking.
Yep.
Actually, I don't know. I want you to describe what's going through your head right now. On video, describe your exact thoughts as you look down at poop, pee, spilt food.
It's really disgusting. It makes me want to throw up.
It makes you want to throw up. I can understand why. All right, right this way, buddy.
It smells horrible.
I'm sorry. I'm going to try to come back out. Don't let him come back out.
You don't get to come back out.
Let Caden drop his mousey in there. Okay, back up, little babies. Hold on. Don't get your fingers. Don't get your fingers. Don't get their toes. Don't get their fingers. Or don't get their toes or their tails.
Her
Okay,
face.
good.
Her face.
Okay, they're fine.
Oh,
They're going to go exploring
you
now.
did like a you did like a double.
I already put some fresh food. No, every time that you clean their cage out, they get very excited. It's like a new home. They feel like it's like a new home. And so now it's really awesome for them to run around and explore and see what's new and what's changed. And yeah, they have a lot of tunnels to run around in. Everyone knows they have a lot of tunnels. A lot of folks don't know that we bring what am I recording this for? No one wants to see Chia dancing, do they? With her little sweater on. Okay. Ringo, you're gonna go dancing next. Ringo wants to turn to dance, Lex. All right, so yeah, a lot of folks don't know about our ferret enclosure out here. We made them a place to come during the day when it's nice and warm. They sleep in the house at night, but this kind of gives us a chance to clean up some poop spots because everyone knows that they should use a litter box, yet they don't always find it. And so this gives them a chance to get out of the house and get some fresh air. And they still have their tunneling systems, and they have a lot of fun. Look at this. I don't think I put that video of me and Sister Kim building this thing on Facebook. I know it went on YouTube. Yeah, this was a lot of fun for them. They love their container. They love being outside. Where are you going? She's going to show off a little bit. Yeah, she's going to show off. Look at that Slinky. It's Slinky, it's Slinky, it's fun for a girl or a boy. Okay.
You're free.
I think I saying that wrong.
It's like a lizard.
All right, guys. So here's one of their favorite games. They get in the tunnel and they fight. Play fight, obviously. over who's gonna be the most dominant. Mouse usually wins. Believe it or not, the little female will usually win. Oh, how are they even crossing each other in that thing? That is fun. Oh, they are so skinny. They look like rats and possums. Look, they do. They look like, that's a raccoon. That is a real mouse, and there goes a possum. All right, so what Ellie and I are working on now is putting a little gate on this entrance to the Littles barn. Now, I know what you're all thinking. This gate's too big for this entrance. Folks, all I did was cut a piece of the metal out over here, and so I could build my own gate, but it's just as easy and just as cheap to buy these little $89 gates. They already come with the little caged wire, so the little animals can't get through them. 17. You have to go a lot harder than that. If you'll move that post out of your way, son, you'll be able to have a lot more range of motion. Right now, you're going to end up cutting your hand on that post when you come up, or it's going to end up leaning and falling over, son. Ellie, son, if it falls over and smashes one of the animals, or bounces up and hits you, you're going to say, why didn't I just take a couple of seconds to lean it upright? I think that might be it. Do it one more time. Bore it out a little bit now. The more you bore it out, the easier it's going to be to hammer that thing in there. So we've got the bottom one set. All right, so what we're doing now, folks, is putting our what do you call these? It's not our hinges. These are our L brackets, our L hinges. I don't know what you call these things. I feel like the hardest part of every job that we do, Ellie, is when we have to work with concrete. Bags of concrete weigh 8 pounds, if you don't know. And 8 pounds in a bag that size is just, I've joked that I feel like that's probably how it is trying to drag around a dead body, because there's nothing to grab onto. Even with a dead body, you grab its legs. I guess. I wouldn't know this, folks. All right, tamp it down real good, Ellie. Tamp it down for me. I know our shadows will make it really hard to get a quality video here, but I think y'all get the idea of what Ellie and I are working on. Get all the air pockets out of it, son. And then we'll pour some water to it, and we'll tamp it again. Good.